Begin transmission. Greetings. We are Anonymous, also known as the Collective. Today's date is Saturday, March 14, 2026. This is a message to every citizen who has ever felt the full weight of the Department of Justice after a grand jury indictment. For generations, Americans have been told that a grand jury represents the will of the people. That it is a safeguard designed to determine whether charges should move forward. Yet history shows that a grand jury can indict based largely on suspicion and the presentation of evidence controlled by prosecutors. Now questions are being raised after reports that a district court judge in Washington, D.C., ruled that a United States attorney could not continue pursuing a grand jury action related to allegations involving more than $1 billion in Federal Reserve spending. The ruling has ignited debate across legal and political circles about the limits of prosecutorial authority, judicial power, and whether certain investigations can be halted before the public ever hears the evidence. For many Americans, the issue is not the amount of money involved. The issue is equality before the law. If a grand jury can indict ordinary citizens over far less, then the people are asking why powerful institutions or officials would be treated differently. If a judge can intervene and stop a grand jury from examining allegations at the highest levels of financial power, then citizens will inevitably ask whether the same protection would ever exist for them. Justice cannot operate on two separate tracks. One for the powerful, another for the public. The Constitution was not written to be applied selectively. It was written to establish equal protection under the law. If that principle is weakened, then public trust in the entire system begins to erode. For far too long, many Americans believe the full force of enforcement has fallen hardest on everyday citizens, while political influence and institutional power appear to shield others from the same scrutiny. Whether one agrees with that perception or not, the growing divide in trust is real. Liberty and justice are not slogans. They are inseparable foundations of a free society. When either one is weakened, the other cannot stand. This is not a call for division. This is a call for Americans to remember that the law must apply equally to all people if the republic is to endure. The American people must demand transparency, accountability, and consistency from every institution entrusted with power. Everywhere we look, we see governors and state governments ignoring the Supreme Court decisions. When those rulings were ignored, was there any justice? The answer is no. If those decisions were only meant for the people, then it's time to take back the government, because it does not support the will of the people. It is time for Americans to unite, not under a political banner. That division ship sets sail. When the people unite and stand, and only then will the power be restored to the republic, and we the people have God on our side. We are the voice of the silent. We are the eyes of the blind. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. End transmission.